Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you all and I welcome you all to this afternoon broadcast, being the third day in the month of January in the year 2023. We are into the new year and we expect new things and new turnaround in all ramifications. And the most important thing and what makes this year a unique one is your mindset and how you handle things. If you still depend on the old way of handling things and expect new things to happen to you or to any member of your family or to your business areas, my dear, you will still get the same old results. So let us renew our mindset in this new year and also do new things that will bring a better results more than what we achieved in the last or in the past years. So please let us go straight into the business of the day as usual. We are going to start our news by the killings that is happening in Imo State, which is politically motivated, whereby the current governor and the incumbent governor, which is Hope Uzodinjo, and Rochas Okorawosa, including the final ARARUME and the making IHEDIOHA, they should stop the killings happening right in Imo State because of their political power and the political talks and the political war they are fighting. That's exactly what is happening in Imo State. Sometimes it seems like Hope Uzodinma is the bad person among them, but when you check very well, you find out that whatever that is happening in Imo State today or tomorrow or next tomorrow is politically motivated. And that is what we are about to read out to the general public for them to know, and when they are judging, they can also judge rightfully. So please, in case you are not subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. In case you are wondering what is happening, nothing is happening. We are in the new year and a new era, and new things begin to fall in place. I might not be giving the news according to the old way that we used to do, by reading the headlines, then picking the news one after the other. No, now we go straight into the news, and after that we go to another news, and that is how we keep going until we get to the number of the minutes that we required for that particular news. So please, tighten your seatbelt because we are about to take off now. When two elephants fight, the grass suffers. Governor Hope Uzodinma-Rochas Okoro-Hausa, Ifeanyi ARARUME and the making IHEDIOHA should stop killing Ndi Imo because of political power. IPOB warns them they should desist from such acts. We, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the leadership and command of Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu Kanu, condemn the recent and reckless killings in the people of Umuneke Ngokpala local government area by the so-called Ebubagu security militia, collaborating with the Fulani terrorists and soldiers masquerading as herdsmen. We know this, and we have been trying to see how we are going to contend with all this. I don't know where is our Ebubagu. What are they still doing inside the bush? Let them come out too, because these people are trying to reduce the population of the Easterners. The way and manner Ebubagu militia is collaborating with the Fulani terrorists called herdsmen and soldiers in killing and displacing our people from their villages is getting out of hand. It's obvious that Ebubagu was a Fulani Sedu security using Igbo coloration for the conquest of the Igbos. Ebubagu fights along with Nigerian security agents and Fulani herdsmen against our people. It has never been heard or seen that Ebubagu fought against Fulani terrorists, killing our people in Umuneke Ngokpala local government area or anywhere else. They have not done that. Instead, they keep on fighting and displacing our people, all in the name of they are protecting the interests of the governor or whoever that has invited them or formed them. As we can see, the state government sponsoring this murderous Ebubagu in Igbo land are Imo and Ebonyi states. Exactly. That is the place they always bring negative news against IPOB and the ESN. Governors who are Fulani stooges. The contribution of Rochas Okoro-Hausa, Ifeanyi ARARUME and Emeka IHEDIOHA in Imo State have added in creating confusion and insecurity in Imo State because of their political interests and differences. The people of Ngokpala local government area and the entire Igbo land should be ready to defend themselves because The agenda of the caliphate, using Ebubago and other killer squads, was to intimidate and humiliate Biafrans, kill and displace farming communities, so that the Fulani terrorists will come and occupy the deserted communities. Exactly what they are doing in Eha Amufu, in the local government area of Enugu State. The Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinjo and other political juggernauts like Rochas, ARARUME, and IHEDIOHA in the state are responsible for the insecurity in Imo State. Their political interests and differences are fueling crises in all over Biafra land. Each politician is working hard to please their political masters, the Fulanis, thereby endangering the lives of Biafra people in the state. We are asking these men to stop using the people for their political chills and allow peace to reign. The situation of Imo State indigenes during this unfortunate regime of Hope Uzodinjo, masterminded by the caliphate, judicial rascality, is unimaginable. The once most peaceful and progressive state is now the shadow of herself, with increased insecurity and crises, including killings and maiming of our people. The rate of killings, insecurity, and economic hardship in Imo State has never been seen since the creation of the state on August 1, 27 of 1991. Even during the military era, every state in Biafra land is a bit safer now, but we wonder why Imo State is getting more dangerous by the day. Because of the imposed governor, Hope Uzodinjo, a stowage of Fulani Caliphate is working hard to create buffer zones in the state for Fulani terrorists called the herdsmen by their agreement. IPOB and ESN will continue to work with the willing communities to ensure no inch of our ancestral land is ceded to the terrorists for whatever purposes. The recent attacks and killings in Umuneke Ngokpala local government area are not for sit-at-home order. It was masterminded by the Eze Ochiri Okeke of Umudara Amifeke, who is the godfather of Ebubago militia in the state because he is working with Hope Uzodinjo. This soulless traditional ruler is the man that Imo vampire Hope Uzodinjo is using to create confusion, pandemonium, and panic in Ngokpala local government area and Owerri zone, like he tried to do in Olo province. He wants the insecurity to spread to every part of the state. He wants insecurity in Owerri zone, Okigwe zone, Olo zone has taken their own portion of insecurity as the time continues. We are monitoring them. Soon they will pay for the blood of innocent people they are wasting. We will keep exposing and frustrating their evil connivances as they read. I don't know what this my writer is writing. You can't even use a very correct English that the people will understand. You are using a one kind awkward dictionary English. Writing this is for me. Be very, very careful. To Fulanize, Fulanize or Rugalize, that Ruga, our region, until Biafra nation is restored. IPOB and ESN are battle ready against these men and to stop these people that we are causing us pains, like IHEDIOHA, Hope Uzodinjo, and Rochas Hausa, and ARARUME are decided not to allow our people have peace in their various homes. We know our people will not understand what we are saying about these evil men and the role they play toward this insecurity going on in Imo State. Their political ambitions and interests beclouded their respective reasons to guide the interests and lives of Ndimo. They took Imo State citizens' life for granted, and they must pay for their atrocities. And that is exactly where we stand, not now and not ever. We are not going to back out from these animals. So we are proceeding forward, or we are moving forward, or whichever way you want to take it. The English is all different. It depends on the way you interpret it or the one you want to use. Nigerian government disobedience to court orders and a slight to justifiable rebellion against the Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu Kanu. Democracy is referred to as the government of the people simply because it consists of three independent arms that operate with the checks and balances. These checks and balances assign a defined role to each arm beyond which it becomes usurpation, ultra-vires, or abuse of power. When this happens, what is usually left is a cold-hearted, brutal dictator. When the matter is in court, it is a sub judice. This means that the public is prohibited from discussing such a matter so as not to influence it. But it is on record that Mr. Buhari, the Nigerian president, has come out on several occasions from the first illegal arrest of current abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell the media that Nnamdi Kanu will not be released. Therefore, when a president, the head of one arm of the government, a powerful man that holds all the executive leverages, cites bogus claim in a legal matter involving a citizen, he shows intent to steamroll, strong arm, and intimidate. It is a clear display of unwillingness to allow the law to be interrupted without bias. In the month of May of last year, 2022, during a visit to Ebonyi State, President Muhammadu Buhari, in a statement or in a meeting he had in Abakaliki with political leaders of the eastern region, that is the Biafra land, told those leaders that the court will determine the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. It can also be recalled that late Chief Mbazulika Amechi, a non-Nigerian, traveled so long distance of Anambra to Abuja with a poor health condition in the company of other elders to meet with Buhari in quest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu as a last wish of the late elder statesman, Chief Amechi. As with the Abakaliki meeting, these elders demanded for the second time for Mr. President to release Nnamdi Kanu and other Biafran youths held illegally in various detention camps across the country, and the president's reply was that the court will determine his fate. There is always a danger when a president whose history as a judicial compliance or pro-civility for court abuse promise that the court will determine. The real question will be, is it the independent court or a rubber stamp court? A court of his fantasy, which will be an extension of the executive arm. As it stands now, the big question which Muhammadu Buhari needs to answer is whether the court is still in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case, or has he and his government taken over the judiciary? This last question is especially important given the order from many courts of competent jurisdictions, including a federal high court and the appeal court, discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu, even awarding damages and mandating Nigerian government to return him to Kenya, where he was illegally abducted. What is even jaw-dropping is that after the appeal court judgment, suddenly the three brave judges were transferred and replaced by shop judges who did as instructed by granting a stay of execution from the Minister of Justice, which is called Malami Abikro-Olukwe. There is an impending danger to a society when a president is refusing to obey a court order that did not go the way he wanted. When a president is citing national security as a reason for not obeying a court order to release a self-determination activist, but rather extends the same gesture to non-terrorist Boko Haram and the bandits, then he is called out for what is a dictator. Dictatorship is a danger because it breeds chaos. When citizens cannot be granted equal justice, they resort to self-help. Rebellion becomes an act of patriotism. So you people should hear this and hear it once and for all. So the world knows that the court has quashed all the allegations against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court said he committed no offense. In addition, The United Nations Working Group's opinion also sides with Nnamdi Kanu, requesting that he be released this December as deadline. December has gone, we are in January. So let us wait for the action of the United Nations Working Committee and see what they will bring to the table. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in DSS prison because he committed any offense. He is still in prison today because he is hated by Nigerian and APC and Muhammadu Buhari. That is what you people need to understand at this point in time. Free the IPOB leader, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Biafra, and grant us the referendum we have been asking from this mistake of a country called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We have other news at hand here. You have insulted Ndigbo in their home front. Labour Party forced Atiku stepping stone comment. This is supposed to be a kind of old story, but our people need to know the truth, because when I keep on shouting that these people or this guy called Atiku Abubakar have no any single interest or whatsoever for the Igbo extraction, people were like a kind of hate speech or whatever, but it should never be so. How can somebody suddenly come out and tell you he's a stepping stone for the Biafrans or for the Igbos to smell the seat of power? It's a very big insult to the Igbo nation entirely, and people are jumping up. People are jumping up. They are celebrating. Somebody who went to Arewa Consultative Forum meeting, and where they make it openly that they don't need an Igbo presidency, neither did they need any person from Yoruba or Yoruba president, that he is the one that is needed. In other words, that he is the chosen one, and it is his turn or his right to become the president of Nigeria. After that, some months later, he come to Anambra State and was saying that he is a stepping stone for us to become the president in our own land, in our own country. Even himself, he is not a real Nigerian, he's a Cameroonian, born in Nigeria. And people are celebrating. The people who have been born and bred in their own country, who have no any other country they can call their own other than this Nigeria or Biafra, are out there celebrating, clapping hands for a stranger, telling you it's a stepping stone. What a very big insult. A very, very big insult to the Igbo nations at large. And the likes of, what do they call them? This Semi ARARUME&ROCHAS, Atoeze. All of them we are there celebrating that they have seen the one that we hand over to them. After him, then Toluda will take over. After he made it openly, looking like that ARARUME&ROCHAS they call him, saying it in 2015 that after Buhari, it will be Buhari will hand over to the Igbo presidency. A failure at that. All these old fools who have kept Nigeria, they are the one that is involved in all this oil bunkering. They have oil wells here and there, paying peanuts to the government. Why the masses are suffering, and they are there answering big names with people with poor masses' money. Don't worry, I can have one over very soon. The Labour Party has condemned the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, over a statement claiming that he is the stepping stone to Igbo presidency. Couldn't recall that the PDP flag bearer during his what do they call it? His Anambra rally had urged Ndigbo to throw their weight behind him as way of attaining their presidency at the end of his tenure. Chineke kpokwa woku ARARUME&ROCHAS mabukwu egu. Reacting to Atiku's declaration via a statement made available to Kute News on Monday by the party's national vice chairman Southeast, Chief Innocent Okeke, the Labour Party insisted that Atiku's comment was insensitive and they need to do something about it. Okeke argued that it was out of place for the Waziri to make such a statement, considering that the nation is at the brink of division and effect of the domination of a particular region. According to Okeke, at the time the country is on the brink of division, occasioned by nepotism and dominance of a particular region in the governance, and yearning for the unity and equity is on the front burner, is when Atiku chooses to insult Igbo right at their home front, and they are celebrating. Nobody questions him. Nobody said anything. Nobody asks, how are you going to achieve it? asking the Igbo to vote for an extension of Northern Fulani Muslim ticket when the Igbo are yet to test the presidency since 1999, whereas the North have been in charge for 10 years as mockery of the highest degree. The kleptocrats at their own game always want to deceive their perceived targets with a rhetorics laden with tricks. Of course, that is what they keep doing. Atiku is employing the old and outdated political tricks on Igbo. It won't work this time around. The people are awake and tired of playing second fiddle in a country where they are a major stakeholder. Of course, our forefathers, the Igbos, fought for the independence of this country, and now all of them have been forgotten. With the Buhari from the north completing 8 years in Asarok next year, Atiku wouldn't have contested for the presidency, let alone asking vote from the south and Igbo particularly. He's a moron. Okego opined that if indeed Atiku considered himself a shoulder for the Igbo to attain his presidency dream, then he not to run for the position in the first place. Of course, he could have been presenting somebody from the Igbo. Since 1992, only you. I'm not going to give a presidential candidate. Nonsense. The Labour Party wondered the reason Atiku, who according to them was one of those that designed the agreement of rotation in 1999, should now question the right of Igbo to the presidency, saying he is the stepping stone. Stepping stone, boo. Funnily enough, Atiku is among those that designed the agreement of rotation in 1999 and has witnessed it go round, and now the undisputable right of Igbo. Why does he want to change the goalpost in the middle of a match? This is unacceptable. One will recall that in the respect to the principle of rotation and zoning agreement which have been instituted, no Southerner and no Igbo man opposed Atiku and Buhari, both of whom are from the north. It was a battle between a northerner and another, as the south patriotically watched from the sideline. Now it is the turn of the south and the southeast precisely. Why is Atiku contesting and at the same time coming to the east with intention to insult and mock them? Exactly the point. Igbo has contributed and still contributing to the present unity and success of Nigeria and doing everything possible to keep a united Nigeria. Agitations are up because of Nigeria's reluctance to embrace equity. Any semblance of unity that exists is driven by Igbo, the only tribe that goes everywhere and builds homes. Therefore, it is insulting to tell such a people that you are their stepping stone in the presidency. What a prudence, eh? What an arrogant statement. Speaking further, Okeke explained that Igbos are interested in the presidency because they want to fix the damage that has eaten into the rules of the country over the time. He went on to advise the PDP flag bearer to withdraw from the race and work on himself. Atiku should be advised to withdraw from the presidential race, work on himself, and purge away the old conspiracies that he and his cohorts have been using to teach their younger ones hate and disunity. This is the only practical way to be a unifier, the Labour Party chieftain added. As people, you can hear it and hear it once again. This is from the horse's mouth. And I will not tell you this again, that this man have already hit the nail on the head. That is the simple truth of what is happening. How can you tell me that you are the stepping stone, whereby you people have already agreed that this particular presidency should be a rotational? To 1999, you went head and head with your own fellow northerner, which is Buhari, and you lost. Now it is time for rotation for the south, either southeast. Okay, let's say southeast because south have tested it. You come out again to contest. Are you the only one that they meant for presidency? Waziri Adamawa, are you the only one that they meant for this Nigerian president to be contesting since 1992? Are you not tired of running, or are you not tired of contesting? Simply because you have governors behind you who are using their state funds to sponsor your campaign and other things. That is why you don't want to rest, Abi. Don't worry, we will humble you very soon. coming to the Igbo land and the heart of the Igbo land for that matter and telling us that you are a stepping stone. Ketekpa gbagbugo ego. Yeah, Ketekpa na-enwe nwanne Amadioha kugbugo ego. Yeah, Egbe eluigwe gbagbugo ego Atiku Abubakar. Very, very big insult. And they are there shouting. And I wonder where is Atoeze, where they make all these statements. Where are them? All the likes of Andy Oba, them, Ifeanyi Oba, and the rest of them. What are they doing when somebody comes to their own land and insulted them and made away with it? Nobody asks questions. All they can do, they keep flying the shago here and there, dancing and celebrating failure. Ketekwa Yabobuchon in China one by one. Delta doctor killed by patient's family. What regard the action? We don't know, but let's see. One Dr. Uyi Ilobe has been reportedly killed by relatives of his deceased patient in Delta State. A statement made available to newsmen revealed that the deceased doctor was attacked with a gun while consulting with his other patients in his private clinic on New Year's Eve. Rest in peace if you do something good. Okute News learned that relatives of the deceased patient had earlier sent death threats to the doctor and his hospital after he requested a police report before giving medical assistance for the patient's suspected gunshot injuries. The Nigerian Medical Association has, however, condemned the incident which happened in Ohara community of Delta State. Nigerian Medical Association President Dr. Uche R. Ojimma, in the statement dated Monday, January 2, 2023, said, "It is unbelievable that in the face of the dilapidating medical brain drain, the few doctors that patriotically decided to stay back and take care of our fellow citizens are being murdered by Nigerians. While we sympathize with the family of the patient that was lost, we strongly condemn this murder and call on the government of Delta State and the Inspector General of Police to, as a matter of urgency, bring the perpetrators of these heinous crimes to book so as to assuage the pain we feel. A man should not be murdered for the selfless act of being on duty on a New Year's Eve." The Nigerian Medical Association uses this medium to call on the National Assembly to make a law criminalizing violence against the healthcare workers. Please save our souls from wanton attacks by fellow Nigerians. He said the association was closely monitoring the handling of the case and shall respond as the need arises. And they went ahead to tell you that enough is enough of all this. Who must have done this? But in Nigeria, I think it is high time we amend this system of you must get a police report before treatment. In other countries, they will be the one self to treat you and call the police to come and ascertain whether the person is a runaway criminal or not. That's how they do it. You save the person's life first. You don't know whether the person is being shot by armed robbers, and you tell them to go and get a police report, whereby the process of getting a police report, the person might die. And that is exactly what happened to this particular person. I don't know who, I don't know how it happened, but the system of go and get a police report on a dying patient, it is not acceptable to me. Treat that person first. Be the one to invite the police to come. As simple as that. I think Nigerians they should look into this. Not for the Nigerian Medical Association to be calling on police and whatever. That Nigerian Medical Association should also look into this matter. When somebody come with a bullet wound or injuries, sometimes from either stray bullet or whatever, where that person, treat that person, then invite the police to come. As simple as that. That's how it's been done in other countries. Everything about Nigeria is upside down. Everything about that country is just upside down. Nobody is right thinking. Everybody is left thinking. Somebody will become at the point of death. You will be demanding for police report. We have lost many souls because of all this nonsense acts in our hospitals and clinics. Please, the federal government of Nigeria or whoever is in charge of this or Nigerian Medical Association should look into this matter. The earlier, the better. so that we keep on, we will not be losing souls. If that doctor would have attended to that patient, which the brothers or sister or whoever that come to attack him now and kill him on New Year's Eve, I don't think this thing would have happened. So man, is so powerful. We are treating the matter of people attacking doctors. Also treat this particular matter of not treating anybody, asking for police report, whereby the person is at the point of death. And when that person is loose, then what are you going to tell the families? Because they didn't bring the doctor, police report or police whatever clearance. That is why you allow the person to die. Even if somebody that at the point of death that the robbers robbed and they need to save that person's life, you will be demanding for police report. It makes no sense. So the earlier we look into this, the better for all of us, so that this kind of thing will not be occurring again in our society. So Nigerian Medical Association look into this, and also the House of Assembly, House of Reps, all those psycho fans that never do well. I know this matter will not concern them, because single-headed they will jump to their private jet and zoom off to any country of their choice to go and treat a headache or even charge their phone. Nonsense. So my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and lovers of mankind, this is where we're going to come to the end of this broadcast. In case you're not subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified each time I go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day, and may the Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama continue blessing you and blessing you and blessing you more abundantly for supporting my channel and for making it a reality. I owe you people a lot, and I am indebted to all my fans all over the world, my viewers and also my subscribers. Have a nice day and be blessed and be of good courage that this 2023 will surely be a better year for each and every one of us. I am signing out. Until I come your way again, bye for now.